Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first day of October. As you can maybe see, I'm getting a little bit of a late start this morning due to some paperwork and office work that I had to do, but our great crew leads had all the crews going a little bit after 7 this morning, and so they are making great progress. They've all got headlands done and first lands either already cut or being cut. So making some pretty good progress so far. We do have a couple of hours worth of rain showers in the forecast here coming up pretty soon. So they'll get an extended lunch and then we'll hit it hard again after the rain stops after lunch and see what we can get done on this first day. But so far so good. Things are moving pretty well. As you can see, Klaus team is rocking and rolling up in field 1. Lots of good stuff going on there. And let's see, green team is over in field 3, just across the way. Just moving. Red team, looks like they've got a good bunch going. Already got a couple of swaths long ways of field 5. And then Travis's folks, the yellow team, down in field 10, cutting their first land after getting the headland knocked out. Had some communication issues this morning with the unloaders that they're running a little bit behind where they probably should be, but I think we got those taken care of and we're moving along now. So, first day of last month of corn harvest, and I think we had, let's see, just shy of 7,400 acres to do this month, and so not quite as big as last month, but and we got the full 4 crews all of the day. So I think unless something catastrophic happens and we get several typhoons come over the area at the same time, we should be in pretty good shape. So anyway, we're just plowing through some cornfields and watching the yield come in. We'll check back with you in a little while when we have an update. Hi everyone, just a quick update for you. We got through the couple hour rain delay, gave the crews an early lunch, and we've been back at it now for, I don't know, about an hour or so. Crews are doing a phenomenal job running through acre after acre of this harvest. You can see red team over in field 5 is about to finish their first land. They're not far. Green team is on a little bit smaller field, so they've already finished their first land and are working on the second one. So they're marching through field 3 pretty quickly. The Klaus team in field 1 is doing well. Got the first land out of the way, cut around the island there. And yellow team, Travis's folks, are not far away from finishing their first land and cutting the second one. So all in all, we're doing pretty well for having a couple of hours of delay. So this month is starting out pretty well. We're looking good so far, and hoping to keep this momentum up and get this done maybe before the sunset of the last day, hopefully this month, unlike last month. So anyway, we'll be back with you in a little bit when we have another update. Good evening, everyone. As you can see, that we are very quickly running out of daylight. It's a little bit after 6 p.m. on the first day of October. We're just about to shut all the crews down here in a few minutes and go home for the night, but wanted to give you a quick update. We had a couple hours rain delay today, but the crews have done an amazing job so far. And we have knocked out a bunch of acres today. So green team finished up field 3 and moved on over to get prep for field 4, but it was late enough in the evening we didn't start them around that, so they took off already. Red team is looking really good on field 5. They're moving along. The Kloss team is not too far from finishing field 1, so that'll be nice to get that out of the way. And then the yellow team is working their way through field 10, which is pretty good size at 826 acres or so. So all told, we needed to average 1,475 acres each day to be able to do all of this in 5 days. And we totally blew it away today with totaling just about 2,080 acres. So we're doing pretty well. Even with the couple hour rain delay, we're doing good. So anywho, we're gonna send the folks home to get some rest tonight and pick it back up in the morning. So we'll talk to you soon. Welcome to day 2 of the October corn harvest. As you can see, the crews are already out and mobilized early this morning. We've got a gorgeous day in Western Australia lined up. There's no rain in the forecast, so we're expecting to really push through and get a bunch more acres out today and get that corn hauled and over to the dryer. And as you can see, we picked up where we left off last night, and the crews are expecting to finish up field 1 before too long. Field 5 probably will come in next after that. We've got green team already moving on the headland for field 4, so that's a fairly small field. That should be done sometime after lunch, I would imagine. And then we'll move them. We'll figure out where to move them. Field 10 down here with yellow team is coming along. They're probably going to spend most of the day here again by the time they get that one finished. And then Kloss team will finish up and move them down to field 8 when they're done. So all in all, we've got a great start to the day. I already got one combine that is ready to be unloaded. One just unloaded back in the distance, it appears. So we've got grain flowing, and looking forward to knocking out a bunch of acres today. So we'll be back with you in a bit when we have another update. Well, we seem to have a little problem here with a couple of the green team. I'm not sure if they were jousting with their augers or what, but they are locked in a death match that they can never get out of without some manual intervention. They seem to just love running augers and moving grain back and forth in a figure 8 pattern. So I'm thinking that the boss is going to have to intervene here and have a little talking to with some of the workers, because all we're really doing here is burning diesel and burning daylight, and that's getting nobody anywhere. So y'all don't want to see this. This could get a little ugly, so I'm going to go deal with this. But I thought that you might be interested in seeing just what's transpired here. It is not pretty. Okay, time to put my boss man hat on and go sort this out. We'll see y'all later. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to October 3rd. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of a late start this morning because we had a rain delay first thing this morning, but the crews are up and moving. We wound up shutting down last night about 6 o'clock or so for dinner, and tally for the day yesterday. If we take a look, you'll see that we finished up field 4 and field 5, and took care of almost finished up field 10. They're finishing the last little thing there today. Like it was so close, but we decided the crews were tired and needed rest, so they're going to finish that up here just momentarily. And then we're going to move that team probably over to field 6. Finished field 1 and move that crew. They got all of the headlands done for field 8 and got started on the first land. We decided to split the red team. As you'll notice, we've got field 11 and field 12. Those are some smaller fields, so we put two basically split the team in half and put one half on 12 and one on 11. So they're working on that. And we wound up total about 1,710 acres yesterday. So you can kind of see the progress we're making. We were needing an average of about 1,475. So we're running about 850 acres ahead of our average over the 2 days. So that bodes well for us, even though we had some rain delays this morning. We should be in pretty good shape. Obviously won't finish today. May or may not finish tomorrow. It may stretch into early day 5, but I think we're running ahead far enough that we get some good time the rest of the day today. I think we can maybe finish up on day 4. We'll see how it goes. But things are moving. Let's take a quick peek at our corn dryer. So we've got about a little over 9.5 million liters of dried corn there, and 27 million liters waiting. So that really has the potential to fill up today. I thought maybe we would get some more dried overnight get that, because I think it was about 36 million when we shut down last night, in there waiting to be dried. So quite a bit there. We may have the potential before the day's over to fill that up and start having to haul raw corn over to the main silo and then bring it back later when we get some capacity. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated as we go. But, so far the crews are enjoying the bright sunshine and mowing those acres down. So we'll be back with you in a little bit for another update. Right, here we are at the end of the 3rd of October. It's just a little bit after 6 o'clock, as you can see, and being in October, our days are getting a little bit shorter. The crews have been running work lights for an hour and a half or so, so we've just shut everything down because we're running out of trucks. As you might see here, we have a little bit of a backlog at the grain dryer. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks waiting to unload. And that's because, as we kind of were afraid of earlier today, he's unloading a little bit there, but it's not going to make a big difference. You can kind of see our corn is maxed out. We have filled up this corn dryer, 40 million liters of corn. So given that it's fairly late in the day and we don't have anywhere to unload some of our auger wagons into, our grain carts, we decided to go ahead and shut down. We did make pretty good headway today, though. Green team finished up field 7. The split red team, half of them finished up field 11. Didn't quite get through field 12. They'll finish that up in the morning. Kloss team did not quite get field 8 done. It's not too far away. We did move green team down to field 9, and so they got the headland finished and got all that opened up. And we'll start them back on the bottom section first thing in the morning. The yellow team finished field 6. That was fairly small. So what we're going to do with them is we're just going to skip them across the road tomorrow and have them start on the top field and kind of tag team field 9. And then likely, I had really hoped to try to have all 4 crews working in field 2, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to wind up putting 2 crews in 9 and 2 crews in 2 and see if we can whip this out tomorrow. So we did almost the same as we did yesterday. Yesterday we did 1,710 acres. Today we did 1,730 acres, which again is ahead of our 1,475 that we've been looking for on average per day. For the first 3 days, we're about 1,100 acres ahead of our average. So I'm cautiously optimistic maybe that we can finish up tomorrow. I think, let's see, after today, looks like we got about 1,850 acres to go tomorrow, all told, based on relative positions of the crews in their courses and stuff. So that might be a stretch. We've only done 1 day so far that's been that or more. So we'll see. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we can always finish up on the morning of October 5th. We've got plenty of time. And so with that, we are going to have everyone take off for the evening and go get some rest and see if we can make one big push tomorrow and finish this up. So we'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Welcome back to the 4th day of October. We're going to hop over to the corn dryer here first thing this morning and see what they were able to get finished overnight. See if we can get these trucks unloaded and rolling back to where they need to unload the grain carts and get all the crews started. So let's take a quick trip over to the corn dryer and see what they did overnight. So let's see. They burned through about 7 million liters. So we should be able to get all these trucks unloaded and back on the road. Get the harvest going again for today. Let's maybe peek at the forecast and see. I haven't looked today. It's cooling off, you can see, but I don't see any rain in the forecast, so hopefully it'll stay clear all day today, and we can get some really good headway towards finishing this thing up. So let's turn this truck back on and have it unload. Whoops, stop. I may have messed up. There we go. Unload. Drivers behind are already up and ready to go. It had almost finished unloading. Didn't have a lot left on it. There we are. Now it can go on its merry way. We'll get these others through here. Hey folks, quick early afternoon update for you as we watch like a tractor back into, no, okay, fine. I'm not sure what that one's doing. As we look at early afternoon, October the 4th, yellow team is finishing up the top of field 9. We were able to get field 12 finished up. Red team finished up over there. Looks like I've got a couple of pieces of equipment left to move that we didn't get moved. Green team finished up the bottom of field 9, so we moved green and red up to field 2. Kloss team opened that up, did the headland first thing, and so we're triple teaming this field, trying to punch through and see if by the end of today we can't get all of this done. So we're looking pretty solid. We're moving along pretty good, except for this one combine up here. You can see some little missteps that Red 2 has had. I think maybe he had a little bit too much to drink on the lunch break. He's having a little trouble following the path, so I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, he's all over the place. So gonna have to have a little talk with this driver, I think, this operator, and see if we can't straighten some things out. But all in all, we're doing pretty well. Hoping maybe to finish up by this afternoon, or early evening, and put this massive corn harvest behind us. So check back with you in a little while when we have another update. Well, we've done it again. We have filled up the corn dryer, and unlike last time we did this, we do not have the luxury of shutting down for the night. We need to get this thing harvest going, so we're going to shift all of the trucks to haul the raw corn or the wet corn to the main silo for the rest of the day and put it in over there, and then we will haul it back over here as they get some capacity. So we got some room over there, and we'll just have to run a little bit extra truckloads back and forth of moving things as we get it ready to dry it. So oh well, I improvised a little bit to get this done, but I think we're still going to be fine. Well, it is getting on toward the end of day 4 of this massive corn harvest, and we have 2 crews that have already finished up their assignments, and we have 2 crews left going in field 2. You can see the red team here is finishing up the top land and a half that they were assigned. They doesn't have but a few more passes left. We go down to Kloss team. They have finished up the bottom land and are cutting through to do the next little bit to where green team started in the middle. Green team is finished, so they finished all that up, and they've marshaled down at the bottom of the field. Yellow team finished up their northern part of field 9, so they're all parked and marshaled. Going to leave those sit there. Be close whether we get this done tonight or not. I think, let's see, red team lead says, let's see, that is not red team lead. That's the last. Well, that's probably the last one. So, says they got about an hour and a half left. It's already 5 o'clock, so 6:30 to 7. We might be able to wrap this up before it gets too crazy dark, and then all we have to really do tomorrow then is worry about putting equipment away, doing maintenance, and washing everything up. But anyway, so moving right along, we're doing pretty well, and still have a decent chance, I think, of finishing this up today. So I'll be back with you in a bit when we find out for sure. Well, good evening, folks. As you can see, it is beyond dusk, getting to almost completely dark. Just before 7 o'clock on October the 4th, and we are literally in the last 100 yards or so of harvesting for this massive corn crop. This is the last combine that's running from the last team, and most of the crews have already gone home for the night to get some well-deserved rest. And this red 4 is literally just feet from the end of the row and finishing up this corn harvest. So we've made it. We actually pulled this off in 4 days. And with today's, let's see, I jump over to my spreadsheet right quick, and I say we harvested 1,857 acres today, which is still not quite as much as day 1, which is interesting because anyway, but it's done. It's over. As soon as we get this load back over to the trucks and in the silo, we are going to shut down for the night. We're going to make it a late day tomorrow, let folks come in and, after lunch and start doing maintenance and washing things up and getting things put away. And then we will give you a little update on total numbers and all of that good stuff. So thanks for hanging in there with us. We'll have one more final update for this episode for this month, and then next episode we will get into actually cashing in and making some money from all of this. So thanks a bunch, and we will see you sometime tomorrow. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to this final update from the month of October. We finished up harvesting last night. As you can see, everything is nice and harvested purple at the moment, and the crews came in today and got everything brought back to the farm and washed up and put away, maintenance done on it. And so this is going to be our final update. You can see we've got Klaus team all nestled into their shed here, and then red and green team are in theirs. All of the headers are back in place, and around the side over there too. Trucks are parked. Got all the tractors washed up and stored in the big hall. So lots of good work today. We wound up with, so we had 15,082 acres total that we harvested, and that yielded just a tad bit over 222 million liters of corn. And a couple times, of course, we filled up the corn dryer and had to go do something else, but that crew over there is running wide open as much as they can run through at a time. And they were overnight last night. They were able to get enough capacity where we no longer have corn in our main silo. Everything's been delivered to be dried, and we have it's almost full now. So they're working through the final 38.2 million liters of corn that we harvested, and once that Once that hits over there, we'll haul that back to the main silo and be ready in December, January to start making some money from this. So thank you all very much. It's been a lot of work and a lot of workers moving at different times, but it's been interesting harvesting 15,000 plus acres of corn in one season. So we'll see you in the next episode where we take this stuff off and start turning it into some cold hard cash. Thank y'all and see you soon.